There's outrage around the world after a cruise ship guard shot and killed a polar bear during a scheduled stop. Hey, you're watching What's Trending. I'm Martine Bierman. Make sure to subscribe for more stories that deal with environmental issues. Hapag-Lloyd Cruises frequently make stops in Spitsbergen Island in the Svalbard archipelago a few hundred miles north of Norway. Employees of the MS Bremen were ensuring a safe area for tourists to come onto the island when one of them was attacked by a polar bear. To protect the injured employee, a cruise ship guard shot and then killed the bear. Typically, firearms are only used by the guards to shoot into the air to scare off any bears that may be approaching. But it does make you question the wisdom of bringing tourists to the habitat of a vulnerable species in the first place. The guard who was attacked suffered head injuries, but is now in stable condition. The Germany-based cruise line released a lengthy statement about the incident on Facebook. It reads in part, "We very much regret this incident. Hapag-Lloyd Cruises is very aware of its responsibility when traveling in environmentally sensitive areas and respects all nature and wildlife." They also emphasize that the Svalbard Islands are a massive land area, about 50% larger than Denmark, and the tourists disembarking the cruise ships are not doing so to see wildlife. The company wrote, "Landings are possible only in a few places. These are not there to serve the purpose of polar bear observation. On the contrary, polar bears are only observed from aboard ships from a safe distance. That being said, it's known that this area has polar bears, and that's likely one of the selling points of taking a cruise to the freaking North Pole in the first place." So animal rights activists and animal lovers in general are understandably really upset. Jimmy Briggs said, "So we invade its habitat, then kill it when it threatens us. How about we just don't go there?" Ricky Gervais tweeted, "Let's get too close to a polar bear in its natural environment and then kill it if it gets too close. Morons." But some others don't think it's a big deal, and they say that the guard had every right to shoot the polar bear. Key One Hall wrote, "Stop the outraged headlines, had to defend himself somehow." And He's Here 35 tweeted, "I don't get it. So if people who hike in an animal environment is attacked by a cougar, they should let the animal kill them? Please." Even though they say they regret the incident, Hapag-Lloyd and other cruise lines have no plans to stop docking in the area. Port schedules show that 18 cruise ships will be docking in that same spot this week alone. Though incidents involving polar bears don't happen often, they certainly aren't unheard of. In 2011, a British student was killed by a polar bear, also on Spitsbergen Island, during an Arctic expedition. And again, in that incident, the attacking polar bear was shot dead. The Svalbard Islands are home to about 3,000 polar bears, and conservationists believe only 23 to 31,000 polar bears remain in the entire world. What do you guys think? Should they just stop docking there, or are we supposed to expect that maybe the occasional polar bear is just gonna get shot dead? Let us know in the comments, and for more trends, head to whatstrending.com.